Hello, 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 beautiful people. Good day. I am so excited to be here with you again. My name is Coffee Brown, and this is Coffee's Corner. I'm so excited to be sharing with you, like I do each and every week, some information that I believe would add value to not only your life, but the lives of people that are attached to you. And as always, I am appreciative and totally grateful to have you take time out of your busy schedule with all that you're doing in your life for you to just have a moment to sit and listen to me, and also comment, share, and let me know your thoughts about the content that I'm getting ready to share with you. Again, welcome to Coffee's Corner. This is Hump Day, my favorite day to do videos. I don't know why, but I just like doing videos on Wednesday. I think it's just the idea that we've already accomplished something and we're getting ready to accomplish something else to close out our week. So I think it just kind of bridges the gap of the beginning and the ending of the week. So I'm super excited to be here with each and every one of you. So let me tell you, yesterday, Lord have mercy, I had an interesting conversation with one of my life coaching clients. This individual has the most superb ideas, is one of the most brilliant minds I think I've ever crossed paths with in all of my days. And they always have these major ideas that they bring to the table, and they come with so much excitement and so much energy. And then they fall off the bandwagon once they start the process to see the vision that they have come to pass. And so yesterday, I tried to remain pleasant and play well in the sandbox of life, but I got a little frustrated yesterday with this individual as we were having our dialogue. And I finally said, how serious are you? How serious are you? And so the individual said to me, well, what do you mean, Miss Coffee? What do you mean, how serious am I? I said, how serious are you about winning? How serious are you about becoming? How serious are you about manifesting these visions that you see in your imagination? How serious are you really? And so we began to have this intense communication, as I do. Y'all know I'm very passionate when it's something that I believe in. I get extremely passionate. And I began to say to the person and discuss with them my experiences in the industry of sales. I am in sales. I've been in sales for a long time. I love sales. I love rebuttals, and I love for people to tell me no so I can overcome objections. I love to do it. It's something that I thrive on. The energy of overcoming an objection is just, it's wonderful to me. And so I shared with this person that they have to become so serious about success that it doesn't matter what obstacle presents itself. Because we know in life that obstacles will always show up. They have to show up because that determines those that win and those that will not cross the finish line. Obstacles manifest as tests. They're nothing more than life's way of testing if you're serious or not, period. That's what an obstacle is designed for. That's what an obstacle shows up for. And that's the purpose of obstacles manifesting. When you put something out in the atmosphere and you say, I'm going to do this, then guess what? It will be tested. And if you're not serious about what you say you're going to do, then you're not going to seize the moment. You're not going to become what you said you're going to become. And you're definitely not going to do what you said you're going to do, because obstacles, the test, will show up. And every time you're going to back off and go in a corner and say, I quit. And that's not what it's about. That is not what success is about. Success is about how serious you really are. How serious are you about going through the fire to get to that focus? How serious are you about dealing with the turmoil to get that tremendous outcome that you're after? How serious are you about braving the weather to cross the finish line of life? How serious? Is there so many cracks in your foundation, the foundation of who you are, that you cannot withstand different types of weather that show up in your life? How serious are you about becoming more of a valuable person to other people's lives. You see, value is not about what you can do for you. It's about what you can do for somebody else. It's like the statement, it's not what my country can do for me, it's what I can do for my country. Same type of concept, just in a different way of seeing it. It's not about what somebody else does for you. It's about what you can do for others, what your presence brings to the table that can change and add value to others people's lives. But if you keep quitting, if you keep stopping, if you keep not being focused on the desired outcome, then nobody will benefit from that over the long haul. We won't see your name in lights after you leave this planet. Your dash will have no value and no meaning because there won't be anything left to say that you were here. How serious are you about doing what you have to do to become the person that you said you wanted to be? Not me, but you. You said you wanted to do this. You said you wanted to do that. You said you wanted to become this. You said you wanted to manifest here. You wanted to present this. You wanted to accomplish that. And every single time that an obstacle shows up, the test, you slide backwards and you forget the decision that you made in the first place. You see, people that are serious, they make a decision, they marry that decision, and they do not divorce it. Obstacles will come. Again, never forget that an obstacle will manifest. But guess what you do? You go and take that detour. In one of my videos recently, I was talking about a situation where I had to be somewhere and it was a detour and it did not show up on my GPS. I had to follow the signs. Ignore my GPS because it kept trying to tell me to do something else. I had to follow the signs to get where I wanted to go. I wasn't turning around because it was somewhere I desired to be. And I was serious about getting there. That's how you have to look at life. You have to become so serious in what you desire to do and making certain that that thing gets done, that you let nothing or nobody or no one, anything, let nothing separate you and pull you away from the decision that you've made. Yes, the marriage of success can be very, very challenging. Yes, the marriage of success can have a whole lot of chaos in it. Yes, the marriage of success can come with challenges and all kinds of stuff that may manifest. But if you are serious, you can overcome every single obstacle that comes to your door, knocks, and comes in. With or without your approval, believe me, obstacles will show up. With or without your acknowledgement, obstacles will show up. With and without you saying yes, obstacles will show up. But how serious are you? How serious are you to become the person that you see in your imagination? How serious are you about changing somebody else's life? How serious are you about adding value to somebody else? How serious are you? Ask yourself that. I asked my client that yesterday. I started breaking that thing down, and it was so interesting to see him attempting to be, so masculine by not crying. And I said, you don't have to withhold your tears for me. This is between you and I. I'm not going to go and tell somebody your name, address, phone number, and who you are, and the fact that you shed some tears. Sometimes we need to shed the tears because it's going to purify us and push us into purpose. Sometimes those tears will help you to recognize that you need to make a shift and a change and do what you got to do to pursue that outcome that you said you wanted to see happen. How serious are you, people? Serious. How serious are you? Don't let anything separate you from the decision that you've made to become great. Don't let anything separate you from the decision that you've chosen to become a better person. I'm going to share a little bit of a story with you, and I'm going to go ahead and end this segment. About a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I was looking at the next phase of requirements for me to finish out the degree program that I'm currently in. And so as I was looking at the upcoming classes, there was a class that I was absolutely dreading. And I was pondering in my mind before that class manifested, how I was going to handle it. And I'd already conditioned myself to say, okay, if I can't do it within the first week or so, then I'm going to go ahead and withdraw from the class. That way I don't get a failing grade and I'll just take it later. And you know, it dawned on me, how serious are you? What do you mean you're going to take it later? Why would you even think like that? Who told you that you need to take it later? Is later going to change the fact that you're apprehensive about this class because you don't like this subject matter? Is that going to change? Are you going to all of a sudden start liking what you didn't like in the first place, what you need to do to become what you said you wanted to become? No, that ain't going to change, ma'am. So guess what you got to do? You got to buckle down, sit your behind in the seat of excellence, and do what you got to do to succeed. How serious are you, Miss Koffe Brown? And that's what I told myself in the mirror. And guess what? I'm in the midst of the class. I'm right dab smack in the middle, and I have a high B in the class thus far. And I was just straight bugging before that, but I had to have a conversation with myself to tell myself that I chose this path and I got to stay the course. I can't stop because I don't like what I see ahead of me. I cannot stop. I got to keep going because guess what? I am serious and I'm determined to do something that no other first daughter in my family has ever done. And I'm going to change the trajectory of my family legacy. It is my responsibility to do something that is within my power to do and not to quit because an obstacle has shown up in my life. Whew. I tell y'all what, I'm fired up today. If you can't tell, oh man, I'm so fired up. I'm so fired up. How serious are you? Ladies and germs, let's get serious about the decisions that we need to make to win in this life. Let's get serious about the work that we need to do, and let's get it done together. We are in this together. All the winners, we're in it together, honey. Let's cross this finish line, change some lives, add some value, and continue to become the greatest versions of ourselves that we possibly can. That's my time, guys. This is P. Koffe Brown in the great state of Texas by way of Houston, signing off for this week's edition of Koffe's Corner. Grace, peace, and many blessings. And ask yourself today, how serious are you? Talk to you guys soon. I love you to life and for life. Many blessings. I'll see you guys again next week.